Facing a year-long suspension for a failed drug test, Michigan center Mitch McGary is headed to the NBA. I'm Antonieta Collins. Welcome into your ESPN Headline. We are joined by ESPN college basketball insider Jeff Goodman. Jeff, what more can you tell us about this suspension?
Well, it was for a failed drug test after the Sweet 16 game against Tennessee, in which McGary was not going to play. They dressed him just to kind of give the team a little bit of a jolt, and he went through pregame warm-ups. Ended up taking a random NCAA-administered drug test after the game, and he ended up flunking it. And with it comes a one-year ban by the NCAA, and it's a little bit harsh, and it's ultimately what swayed Mitch McGary to end up declaring for the NBA draft. He was torn about the decision, I'm told, by numerous sources. Most people expected him to go to the NBA, but this certainly not being able to play next season pushed him to where he had to. He felt he had no choice but to go to the NBA.
Now, following the news of the failed test, what did he have to say?
Well, he took responsibility for his actions. He apologized. He came out and basically said, "I'm sorry, I screwed up." And, that the decision he felt was a little bit harsh by the NCAA, but he didn't offer any excuses. And I thought this was a stand-up move by McGary. I've known him for years, and he could have kept it under wraps, hoping that it didn't come out publicly through the NBA draft process, but instead elected to come clean, say what he did. He told Yahoo that this was the only time that he did get caught in a drug test. He had passed 8 of them at Michigan, but it's a different set of rules when you fail an NCAA test as opposed to a school test. And the NCAA hit him with that one-year suspension, but he offered no excuses for what he did.
Jeff, with all this in mind, where do you see him going in the draft?
Well, it's interesting because a year ago when he decided to come back for his sophomore year, he would have been a top 20 pick, according to many NBA executives. And then the back injury happens last preseason in the summer. He's held out for months. He tries to come back, re-injures the back injury. And now most NBA people that I talk to say he's a second-round pick, but it will be determined based on some of the testing, the medical testing that goes on at the Chicago Combine here in about 3 or 4 weeks. If he passes some of those tests medically, he could still play his way maybe back into the late first round. But right now, probably more apt as a second-round pick, somewhere early to mid-second round.
Jeff Goodman with a great insight. Good stuff as always. McGary did play only 8 games due to back injuries, and his freshman year, he played 39 games, averaging 7.5 points per game and 6 rebounds. For the latest headlines, make sure to keep it right here on ESPN.com. I'm Antonieta Collins.